Please subscribe to my channel to help me grow. The instant I stepped through the doorway of the so-called casual party, my pulse spiked. What hit me first was not the music or the perfume cloud or the chatter. It was the sight of my husband freezing mid-step, his eyes locking onto a woman across the room with a look I had never seen him give anyone except me. A sharp, electric jolt shot through my chest, so sudden it felt like the floor tilted beneath me. I reached for his hand without thinking. His fingers slipped from mine in a faint, guilty twitch. That was the first crack. The room glowed with warm lights and soft laughter, but something colder wrapped around my ribs. People mingled, clinking glasses, dancing, embracing. Everything looked ordinary. But inside me, a silent alarm was blaring. He kept glancing toward her. She was tall, poised, with a wine glass lifted just below a small, unreadable smile. When she noticed him, her lips curved in a way that made my stomach twist. Not a greeting smile, a knowing one. I forced myself to breathe. It is nothing. Maybe he knows her from work. Maybe it is coincidence. Maybe I am imagining the tension tightening his shoulders. He leaned in close to me, voice too soft. I need a moment. Bathroom. He walked in the opposite direction of the bathroom. I followed. The hall was narrow, dim, and smelled faintly of old wood. I could hear laughter and music fading behind me. My heart thudded like a warning drum as I reached the corner. His voice floated toward me, low and trembling. I should not have come. My wife is here. Then hers.
Come.
You agreed to talk. You owe me that much. My throat tightened so hard I had to brace my palm against the wall. The world narrowed to the sound of their voices, the heat in the hallway, the pounding inside my skull. He sighed, the kind of sigh that carried history. I ended it. You said you understood. She stepped closer. I could hear the shift of fabric. You said you ended it, but you never said you stopped loving me. My fingers went numb. My mind raced, throwing up desperate excuses. Maybe she is lying. Maybe he is confronting her. Maybe this is all twisted somehow. Then he spoke again, voice breaking. I am trying. I am trying so hard. Those words shattered me. I stepped into view. They both froze, eyes widening, guilt radiating off their faces in waves. I could barely hear my own voice when I whispered, "How long?"
He swallowed hard.
Months. I closed my eyes, feeling the truth settle like sharp glass under my skin.
Months.
Months of shared secrets, hidden messages, lingering emotions. Months of him coming home tired, distant, claiming stress while holding me like I was something fragile he did not know how to touch anymore. When I opened my eyes, he was reaching for me. I stepped back. His hand dropped. She looked at me then, and for a moment her expression softened in something that looked like remorse. But remorse could not erase what already existed between them. The hallway felt too small, the air too thin. I forced myself to speak, my voice steady despite the tremor inside me. You made your choice. Both of you did. He shook his head, panic rising.
No.
I choose you. I always choose you. I stared at him long enough to see that he believed that, and long enough to know that belief was not enough. Trust does not survive being shared. I walked past them, through the glowing room, and out into the cold night. The air outside was sharp, clean, honest. My chest hurt, but the hurt was real and mine. Behind me, the party carried on. Laughter, music, stories. But my story was finished.